So, a very common yet challenging question that is asked during the interview and you may encounter is that tell us about your strengths and weaknesses. So, such a question becomes very challenging when it comes to the weaknesses part. However, how you're answering this question in terms of your strengths also matters a lot. First of all, let's understand the intent of this question. They're asking you your strengths and your weaknesses. When it comes to the strengths, they are seeing that are you someone who's suitable to be a civil servant or not. On the other hand, they're asking you your weaknesses that actually reflects that are you somebody who's able to critically self-analyze? Are you able to talk about those things in a confident and calm manner? Are you someone who's able to be humble about these issues? Let's try to understand this further. Now, if you're answering about your strengths, what are the things that you should be talking about? You should actually be picking up a paper and to write all your strengths and weaknesses that you have. Out of those, you should pick 2 to 3 strengths which are actually suitable and make you appropriate to be a civil servant. Pick those things and then add the experiences that you've had to substantiate what you're trying to say. For an example, if you say that I am somebody who's punctual, or I am somebody who can work under pressure, or I am somebody who can make decisions very fast, you should have something to substantiate that. Working under pressure can be your performance during your CSAT examination. Or maybe if you're talking about the fact that you have been a team person or you're good at teamwork, you can talk about a study group that you've had and you have been able to leverage the qualities and the strengths that all of you had and combined it and then functioned in a manner. So all of these things can be said. On the other hand, when you're talking about the weaknesses, the first thing is that you should not be talking about weaknesses that directly make you unsuitable to be a civil servant. For an example, you should not be saying that I cannot handle pressure, or I have anger issues, or I am somebody who cannot multitask. These things are directly impacting your suitability to be a civil servant. However, out of all of the possible weaknesses that you will be able to enlist, try that you are able to tell them what you're doing to actually get better at them. For an example, if you say that one of the things that I'm working on these days is that I'm trying to multitask, and for that I am doing certain things. Or if you're saying that you also have the option to take a particular quality and talk about that as a strength and as a weakness. For an example, if you're saying that I'm a perfectionist and you say that as a strength, it leads me to be able to give high quality outcomes. However, when I'm trying to work, it does slow me down because I give a lot of attention to detail, and hence it is something that I'm working on. So you can talk about certain strengths and weaknesses like that also. Certain things that you must not do. The first thing about strength, you should not sound boastful. You should not be, talking about your strengths with a lot of pride. You should be humble about them. You should be recognizing them. On the other hand, you should also not talk about very generic qualities which almost everyone will say, and you don't have a basis to substantiate it. Do not give one-worded answers for it. Take those strengths and put them into a sentence and then weave it with sentence that substantiates it. For weaknesses, the things that you should not do is that you should definitely not talk about a weakness that directly hampers your suitability to be a civil servant. The second thing is that you should definitely not say that I do not have any weakness. That actually reflects that you're somebody incapable of seeing and analyzing your own self. And you should also not be saying that I haven't given it a thought, I can't think of a weakness, because that also shows that you're underprepared and you do not have presence of mind to actually answer such questions. Another thing you can keep in mind is that if you're asked this question without a specific sequence, you should always answer with your strengths first, and then you can answer the question in terms of your weaknesses. You can articulate them not as weaknesses per se. You can say that one thing that I'm working on these days is that I try to focus more on faster decision making. You can talk about certain hesitation that I have in terms of interaction. I'm working on that. So things like that, that is how you have to articulate both your strengths and weaknesses. So how you can actually articulate your strengths can be in terms of your actual qualities. What you can say is things like, if you're adaptable, you can say that one of my strengths is adaptability. During my preparation, I was faced with a lot of challenges and I had to repeatedly change my study style and my preparation with which I could actually reach the stage. If you're talking about empathy, you can say that I believe that I have an empathetic side. I volunteered during COVID, or I volunteered during my college programs, and I was entrusted with responsibilities which I undertook with utmost. Or you can say that I am very good at decision making during pressure. Under pressure, you can say that I have the ability to stay calm and take decisions. This was also demonstrated during my CSAT examination, wherein I had paucity of time. You can talk about other strengths as well. So figure out what your strengths are, and then, of course, substantiate them with a suitable example. When it comes to weakness, you can talk about certain things like overthinking. You can say that I sometimes overanalyze things, due to which slows down my process of functioning, which I'm working on. You can talk about certain things like delegation. You can say that I tend to take up many responsibilities myself, and I find it challenging to delegate it to other people. But how I'm working on it is that I would strengthen the person who I'm delegating it to, so that the quality is maintained. You can say I get impatient when there are certain delays, but I've started using that time to focus on other activities so that I can be further productive. So such things can actually be said. You have to always remember the strengths and weaknesses are not just traits. They are actually a part of your personality, and they are made and make you who you are. The capability to be able to reflect on both the strengths and weaknesses actually showcases your self-awareness, your humility, and your ability to grow, because the first step before growth is actually recognition that there is some problem. Articulating these responses thoughtfully is something that will actually help you. Focus on showing the panel that you're not only aware of who you are, but are also committed to becoming a better version of yourself. After all, civil servants are not people who are perfect. They're people who are striving for progress. So people who are sitting for the interview, I would encourage you to take a pen and a paper and write down your strengths and weaknesses. Then figure out those strengths which are valid and are valued for civil services, and then how you can substantiate them from your own life. Everybody figure out a strength and a weakness, write them in the comments, and do let us know if there are any other questions that you would want us to help you with.